to the city.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
This is Glenda and Joe.
Joe. I'm Joe.
Yeah.
She's Glenda.
Yeah, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah.
And this is Shaky Hands Art with Fralins and Friends. You're the friends. In case you didn't know that.
My leg itches.
His leg itches. We have found out that he must have some kind of an allergy, and we're trying to figure out what. We think it possibly could be the laundry detergent or the onion grass growing out in the yard. Today we're going to talk about the history of this channel, and I started this channel 7 years ago. That shocked me. I knew it was a long time ago, but wow, 7 years. And it's gone through several names, titles, trying to get more descriptive of what's going on. But it's very first thing I ever did was just to try it out, to see if I could do it. And it consisted of go, go, go. That was it. Go, go, go. And that thing's still on there somewhere, I think. But it was so lame when I first started out. But I did get a few subscribers, and we had a blast because everybody just wanted to do a part. You know, and we did things like, well, I had ordered a few childish age crafts from Amazon because that was about my skill level. And anyway, one of them was some little tiny wind chimes, and there was a thing that you just painted in the little spots, and but anyway, it was a little heart thing that you hung on it looked like stained glass, or that was supposed to. But what was always the theme, and still is, of this channel, is to stay positive and to bring some good into your day and ours. So none of us can be positive all the time, but for 15 minutes a day, or however long that is, if we can bring you something positive, something uplifting, even something to consider, that's been the aim of this channel from the beginning. Joe's looking for an airplane. We hear an airplane going over. We haven't heard that in a long time. When they did a lot more drills down at Fort Riley in Kansas, used to be a lot of them would fly over every so often. It's Army down there, but still they would do drills, and there'd be mostly helicopters. Joe wasn't really a camera person. He wasn't really sure what I was up to because he'd never heard of it. But after a while he got to realize that this was something that was bringing me out of my depressions and my what did they call those, where I would just be nowhere. I wasn't even daydreaming, I was just nowhere. It was part of my bipolar process, and I had medicated and I was getting better, but it developed into a coping skill for me, and that was what really got me into this. And to think that I could possibly bring that to somebody else was something I felt just would be so wonderful. It's like sharing your good mood. And Joe, I would get him in every once in a while. He was still working, and I wasn't. he was still working, and so his time was pretty precious, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
But that was the whole idea, and when he figured out that it was helping me to cope with things, and
It gave you something to do.
it did, it gave me something to do. And the expensive part was just materials. And I started out with real simple stuff. I didn't have any idea of painting anything at the time. In fact, what I did do is I painted a little bit on a pot. So there's little flowers on a pot over here.
I'll go get it.
Okay, he's gonna go get it. And that's kind of where I started doing any kind of painting. And it was mostly because of things I got to go with deals I was doing. Now this is one of the little craft ideas that I ordered from Amazon. And it's really kind of a kid's project. It worked and we had fun with it. I mean, they had fun watching and kind of laughing with me over it. So, and then I started painting these simple little flowers on this pot. And that was the only painting that I did at that time. But I ordered a bunch of these beads, a big bucket of beads. I didn't know what I was gonna get. I ordered them from Amazon. It was a hodgepodge of beads, but we had so much fun with that, making necklaces and bracelets and people, or subscribers giving me little hints, try this, try that. One liked me to really do
Start growing cactus.
Yeah, we started growing cactus. That was what, here, last year or two?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked you that one. Ooh, it's looking a little bit. Ah, there you go. They can't see it. Get in front of the lens. I don't know if they saw the other ones. He's not seeing.
See this thing here?
Yeah. It's turning a corner. Just like us. Anyway, I don't know if you actually saw the one with all the, yeah, they saw that. Anyway, that's a succulent.
Yeah.
But it started out as just one of those little things, but it's really grown. Of course, potting it in the big pot helped,
Yep.
because it's growing more. But a lot of those big long cactus tails, I don't know what you call them, I've potted in other pots.
I didn't realize it grew that much.
I didn't either.
It's been a while.
Just went to town. But anyway, we do things like, I'd say, well, because I like to write. I'm a writer. I've got 3 books out there. People get them when they can get them free, but I've had a few people buy them, and they really do like them when they get them, but I'm not. But for this channel, we did do some, I would ask for 4 elements. That's what I would do. Like, give me a name, an animal, boy or girl, age, something like that, and then put together some ridiculous story. We'd have big laughs over that, and then it got to where they'd send me stories to read, but by email. It was just fun. Yeah, I brought my puppets. I ordered these puppets back then, and oh, they were a big hit. And where'd Rosie's over here. But I haven't brought them out much lately, because people, well, I've been at 500 for a long time, and I couldn't, it was like, I really would finally like to grow. I didn't really think about it back then, or for a long time, because what was good to me was getting that coping and helping other people. But it got to where, hey, this stuff's costing. It'd be nice to get to a point where I can get a little something out of it. Still not quite there, because we need the viewers to, or need you guys to start watching to the end. I know a lot of you do, but yeah. I'm Buster. Hi guys. I ain't seen you for a while. Yes, I'm Rosie. Where have I been? Glenda, where have I been? Joe, where have I been?
Huh?
Where have I been?
In the room. Storage room.
Oh. They just put me away and forgot. I didn't forget. Yes, you did. Well, some days. Huh, I knew it. Well, Rosie, that's just the way it's always been with us. Sorry, Buster. Well, they're a little in a bad mood today, so they're just gonna... That was the kind of stuff we did. And then I did start painting. I did sketches. I took drawing in college. I was never any great shakes with it, but I would do some sketches here and there. And then, I don't know what got me started in paint. Well, I was using like Sculpey clay, the Sculpey 3, not the good stuff I'm using now. I'd make these little plates, and I would paint stuff on them. And it seemed to get a little better, and somebody suggested that I paint, something more. And so then I did start getting canvases after a bit, and got some acrylic paints, and I did start painting, and because I was painting a little better on a lot of the plates and stuff, and I started finding out, well, with a lot of practice over time, I was getting better at painting. I'm not great, but I'm mostly a folk artist, and I still do sculpture. But I was listening to somebody else who was a really big artist on this thing. He's a trained artist, but he said that he used to have that same problem. He just wasn't growing. So then he started concentrating on one thing, and it seemed that the painting had started getting more interest. Now I still throw other stuff in, like these chats. Joe has gotten much more involved, and he's become very popular. Days that you aren't on, they are asking, where is Joe? Where is Joe?
I see chickens.
You saw chickens? Oh, they're over under that broken down tree.
Yep.
This is the topic I was suggested to talk about, was when I started all of this. Shaking hands art. Then it turned around and we started calling it shaking hands art, because my hands shake so bad, and not too bad right now, but there are times when they get like that. And he's really, since he retired, he's become more and more present. And he did some things before that, but since he's retired, he's become much more present.
I did get the kitchen window repainted.
Good. He did.
Yeah.
He did. He got it repainted. Quit waking me up with scraping and nailing. No. No, he didn't make that much noise, but when I was awake in there, I'd hear that. I'd hear the noise, and I'd say, Joe, because I thought he was inside. Well, he was right outside the kitchen window.
No, that guy, I did a short or a small video of, I finished the west side of the house, painted it, and I told him I was going to work on the kitchen window. I think I might have showed a brief picture of it. I did get it scraped and repainted, recoat.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the candle